Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Platinum Achievements Podcast. As always, I am Ray, recording on July 22nd, 2025, and you officially have 155 shopping days until Christmas. So, I missed you all. Thank you all for listening to the last episode about Anthem. It was pretty cool to see the numbers get as high as they did, almost at 50. On YouTube alone. Pretty cool. Thank you. And I've been having some issues lately. Real lack of motivation. I've been feeling really run down lately. And I don't think that's just because Sammy refuses to fucking sleep through the night. It's insane. Last night, he was up from 11:30 to the ripe old time of 4:30. It was magical. I'm shocked Amanda and I didn't kill each other. But we're back. I haven't been doing nothing in these, almost 3 weeks since I've recorded last. I've been playing a shitload of games. And I'm going to go over those games for you now. What else? Anything else new? Other than that, let me take a drink of my drink over here, my Starry. Man, this is like, I'm sitting on my beanbag chair. This is like the worst fucking posture to choose. I should have just sat at my desk, but I didn't want to for some reason. I'm really regretting it. You know, I think I might change. Hang on a sec. Alright, and I'm back. This is actually much better, I think. Just get everything resituated here. Awesome. I'm gonna hover right on this mic. I don't know why. Why is it being so quiet? Do I need to increase the gain? Hello? That already looks a little better. Okay. So yeah, made a serious amount of progress on my platinums. I'm currently sitting pretty at 139 platinums, 942 gold, 1187 silver, 2750 bronze. Let's see, where did I leave off? I've talked about Lake. I think I talked about Figment 2 Creed Valley. I haven't finished that yet. I haven't really put much more time into that. I did complete, and they don't have platinums, but I completed both versions of Omega Strikers. It's actually disgustingly easy, especially compared to the Xbox version. You can literally finish it in like 2 matches. I also did Snaky Bus. That was pretty cool. I completed A Way Out. There was a lovely gentleman on Reddit that needed help with one trophy, and he decided to help me get all of mine real quick, so I appreciate that. I love A Way Out. I did it on Xbox. I thought it was a great story, but got it on PlayStation, bought it at a Game Exchange in Media PA, and just wanted to own it. And so I figured I'd complete it there too. Then I played a game called Tony. Well, I did the other version of Lake. Some more Lake. I still don't like the endings. I almost fell asleep like 5 times playing that game towards the end. I enjoy the gameplay of just driving around delivering things, but actually doing the endings and having to sit through like 30 to 40 minutes of like a cutscene where you choose some dialogue here and there wasn't as big of a fan. Almost fell asleep. Then I played a twin stick shooter called Tony and Clyde, and I did not like that game that much. I do enjoy a good twin stick shooter, but I felt like the visibility is very limited, and I just wasn't really feeling it. There were a lot of bugs too. If you restarted like a checkpoint, there was a good chance your frame rate was going to drop to like nothing, so you'd have to restart the checkpoint again to kind of fix it. Wasn't a big fan of that game. Then I played Sausage Wars. Pretty fun potential party game. Very interesting combat where you kind of gotta like flick your stick back and forth to like get the head of the sausage to like smack the other sausages to like bump them around. There's a few power ups and everything. It was okay. I got these on sale for sure. So no huge skin in the game. And then I was able to complete Harry Potter Quidditch Champions on the PS4. What I had to do there is I had to create a new WB account, unlink my old one, relink this one, and then I was able to basically just grind out the wins that I still had to get. That was really it. Or not wins, I'm sorry. I had to grind out levels. So what I was actually doing was I'd do my dadly responsibilities, but I would be every now and then hopping upstairs to turn on or start the matches, or I would just remote play it, which was a lot easier to do. So that one's done also. And the current game I'm working on is Wolfenstein the Old Blood. And man, I think this may be my least favorite of the new Wolfenstein reboot. I kind of like Youngblood a little more. And I think that's mainly because I'm not huge on the occult aspect of this game that pops up towards the end. I'm really more of a fan of just the reality, science fiction-y, but just what would happen if Nazis won World War II, at least in this world where they have advanced technology. And you get that for the most part, but eventually it does devolve into just the occult aspect of the series, which I know is historically, the Nazis were into the occult stuff, and also in the Wolfenstein games, the occult is nothing new, but I liked the more quote-unquote grounded version that we got in New Order and New Colossus, even, and Youngblood. Plus, Youngblood was co-op. I think that gives you some bonus points because I think I played that with my buddy Christian at this point years ago. And as far as Wolfenstein Old Blood goes, I am completed with the campaign. I just completed the Uber difficulty earlier today, and I just did 2 of the challenge maps, which not too challenging, and I don't remember them really giving me an issue on the Xbox side. So I'm really looking to have this one done. Ooh, it'd be great if I had this done before I went away to my buddy Eric's bachelor party weekend that we're going to this weekend. So we shall see. Hopefully I can do it. And that'll be my 140th platinum. And then I think I might finally start hopping back into Anthem. Start trying to chip away at that. Maybe I can get the platinum before it closes. If I'm feeling real cute, maybe I'll also go for the Xbox version. I may honestly, I'm debating on seeing if I can get I doubt they'll do it. I wonder if I can get a refund for the Xbox version since I never played it, even though I bought it years ago at this point. I'd be shocked, but maybe I'll give it a shot. Oh, I've actually crossed 5,000 trophies. That's pretty cool. 5,018. Now let's hop over to the Xbox side of things. I don't think I really played anything on Xbox recently. Oh, that might be a lie, actually. I'm currently sitting at 738,945 gamer score. Let me go back and claim my reward. Sweet, 5 more points. Okay, let's see. I already talked about Firebreak. Omega Strikers is on my list. I think I booted it up to double box and let me just complete the PS4 version, I believe. Did that solo. I completed Little Kitty Big City. Fun game. Probably my second favorite kitty-centric game that I've played, where you're actually controlling a cat. Stray was phenomenal. I loved Stray. I might play that again on Xbox at some point. And I booted up Fortnite at some point just to check skins, maybe, or I tried to. Didn't really work when I tried booting it up. At work, not during work. We lost power for about 40 minutes, so I was like, let me see if I. And some of the girls there were talking about playing Fortnite. I'm like, let me see if I can boot up Fortnite, see what's going on. And they got that David Cornsweat Superman skin. I was tempted to maybe see if I could buy that, but didn't do it. Did not follow through. Also, I saw Superman with Amanda. So good. Such a very fun superhero movie. It felt like watching a literal comic on the screen. It was crazy. What else? What else? Oof. I'm tired. I'm so tired. Yeah, yesterday I was up for, or even, well, I was almost up for. I think I was up for just shy like 24 hours straight, killing me, killing me. And now he's. Let me check on him. I'm checking my little boy. I love him so much. He's good. He looks like he's sleeping. He's a sleepy boy. He went down real quick. He has started to say, "Oh my gosh," which is funny. And what else? Oh, he's getting really good at saying sorry. I really appreciate that. He he actually, so he'll say sorry. You'll tell him to say sorry, and he'll acknowledge it, and he'll actually give you a full big hug, which I love. His hugs are the best thing ever. But yesterday, he came up and he goes, "Sorry, Daddy," and he just bopped me on the head, not hard, but just like a playful bop. And then he's like, "I'm sorry." I'm like, "Dude, you can't preemptively say sorry, and then do a thing, and then expect forgiveness." Crazy little kid. He's a good guy though. Like I said, I'm surprised me and Amanda didn't snap or murder each other last night, because unfortunately that's usually the thing when he doesn't sleep, because we get so stressed out. But she's at the Phillies game right now, and I think there's a concert on too. So I had to solo daddy it tonight. But anyway, let's do a little housekeeping, I guess. Honestly, or obviously, sorry. Obviously, I was gone for a couple weeks. I was really kind of, I don't know, stressed and tired, and just was not motivated to record. And even then, like with Sammy being sick or his sleep schedule being messed up, it felt like impossible to find a spare half hour to 45 minutes to record one of these. And the truth is, my head just wasn't in the game. My heart wasn't in it. But I want it to be. I want to just, and I think that also comes down to, I have to really reassess how I view doing these recordings. I think, and of course it's, tales old as time. You do something like this expecting to have it take off real quick, it's not going to work, and it's going to just demoralize you, which I for sure felt demoralized. So I think I have to just view these as kind of like journals to myself in the future that kind of encapsulate like what I've been playing, because I love playing games. Of course, watching movies, I talk about that sometimes on here. And kind of just, I mentioned Sammy a lot because I think obviously he's a huge part of who I am. But I think I just need to reassess and, recontextualize why I'm doing this. Which isn't really to get famous or internet famous or stay at home or anything like that. Like what it could evolve into, that'd be cool. And I'm going to slowly start making steps towards that amongst other aspects of my life. But yeah, I think I just need to do this for me. And you can all come along for the ride. So now that that's been said, let's see. I have a few news stories that I just want to touch on. Some I'll talk about more than others. Let's see. I'll pull up Discord. Oh, I've been reading Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. And let me tell you, I was looking forward to that movie. And after seeing Superman, I'm not looking forward to what happens in the first issue. I am not. Or I guess the second issue. Oof, it's not going to be a fun watch, for sure. At least in that aspect. And let me think, as far as my Blu-rays, I've been trying to keep pace on that. I think I've watched a handful since we last chatted. Where is my list? I think I talked about it. I watched Elvis a few weeks ago. I was up at some ungodly hour for some reason. I can't remember why. Oh, he must have gotten up and we got him back down. It was like a Saturday, and I was like, screw it. Elvis was really good. Long but good. And then I watched Shang-Chi the other night, and I let Sammy watch a little bit of it. Let me tell you, that is one of the better MCU movies. That was a fun movie. Get out of here, Discord. What are you doing? And I think I watched a couple seasons of Red vs. Blue. I don't remember if I talked about that last time. But speaking of movies, someone just touch on Tron Ares trailer dropped. New Tron movie looks really good. I'm looking forward to it. Don't break my heart. I might go see it in theaters, actually. There's so many good movies out this year. So many good movies. Like, I want to see F1. I want to watch so many of them. And it really pisses me off that Best Buy's not selling Blu-rays no more, because I would so just dive in and buy a shitload like I did on Black Fridays of years past. But sadly, not a thing anymore. Seriously, my favorite Black Friday, or my favorite, that was like my favorite holiday, going to Black Friday at Best Buy and just filling baskets of Blu-rays because they were so cheap. And 0% interest for like 2 years. I think I blew like, I remember one year I got to a point where I picked up everything that I wanted that they had in the store, and I was still like $200 shy. So we just started piling stuff in. It was awesome. And let's wait, that's okay. Let's transition into the game news, and it's topical because these next two stories are about movies / movie related items. So let me open this link. It's coming. I think all of these are on true. Are all these true achievements? They might be. I didn't really look too hard this week. Well, aside from the Tron trailer, that's not true achievements. That was on YouTube. True achievements. This one's IGN, and there's one more that I know I gotta grab. Come on, papi. Amanda's like, go to bed early, and I'm like, do you not know me? I will not go to bed early. I'm not a child. Come on, true achievements. There it is. All right, that's gonna be the last one we talk about. Okay. John Wick Hex to be delisted from the Xbox store. Spoilers, this is an old article, by a week almost. So it's already delisted. Sorry. But if you have John Wick Hex, it got delisted from the Xbox store, probably the PlayStation store also. There is, let me double check this. I believe there's a physical version. Can I buy it at GameStop? Oh yeah, GameStop. Let's see. Is there two? Oh man. Yeah, it's on Xbox and it's on PlayStation. So it's not gone for good. You just can't buy it anymore. The reasoning is likely due to publishers. The license expired. So it's supposed to be a pretty fun puzzle game. I own it on Xbox. Uh-oh. Oh, I hit the thing. Oh, shit. Sammy's up. Fuck me. And he's coughing a lot too. It really sucks. I'm gonna have to go in and help him in a second. Ah, shit. Alright, let me pause this for a sec. I'll be right back again. Alright, and I'm back. So Sammy was up for a bit. I went in there and I held him, rocked him to sleep. Felt really good doing that. He's just having some problems. And his nightlight's not working, which is fucking fantastic. I have to buy him another one of those. Or I need to find a better nightlight, I think. Actually, one that plugs in might not be bad, like with a cord. he might be. Yeah, we might be able to. We might be able to get away with that. So I'm gonna have this up here, and we're gonna. Like we weren't already going to, but we're gonna talk real quick through these next couple of stories. I don't know why my mic is so quiet. Like it's crazy. If I bump it up here, does it sound better? Oh my god, that sounds that looks way better. Figured it out. I think I figured it out. How's that? It's probably better. Maybe a little higher? Okay. There must have been a weird setting switched, so I'm probably louder now for you guys, which is good. Because I know it was... I didn't understand why I was being so quiet before. Hopefully I didn't just fuck up the whole recording. Let's see. What's next? See, we talked about it. I'm trying to remember before the quote-unquote break. Yeah, so the John Wick game, delisted but not completely unplayable. Gone but not forgotten. Seems like there's a lot of delisting news I'm talking about this week, which is crazy. We'll do one more sad story, we'll do a good story, and then we'll end with a sad story. You know, all relative. Oh, this one's actually from Windows Central. Microsoft kills movies and TV storefront on Windows and Xbox. Here's what will happen to your purchased media. So Microsoft, like out of nowhere, decided to shut down the storefront to allow you to buy movies and TV on the store, on Microsoft Store, be it your Xbox or PC or wherever. And that kind of blows. I mean, I never created a library on my Xbox as far as digital media. I think the only thing I actually bought was the episode of Megas XLR with the slushie, or Coop's trying to get the slushie. Love Megas XLR. Now, I have gotten a bunch of free, maybe movies and TV seasons that they were giving away through like perks, or they were just free for whatever reason, which kind of blows. But apparently you can still access them. You can, let me dive down here. Yeah, the company says that users who have purchased movies and TV content from the Microsoft Store in the past will continue to be able to access that content via the Movies and TV app, which can be downloaded from the Microsoft Store. It's just the storefront itself that's going away. So kind of like the 360 storefront. I get that it costs money to have these on there, and there's probably licensing deals. And I don't know, I just never saw the reason to invest digitally in either the Microsoft storefront, Sony storefront. I think Google's like the only one I really buy content through, if ever. Most of it, I just buy the physical Blu-ray and then I'll get a digital code. Or I'll buy a digital code through Google or YouTube or whatever. Some that come to mind are, I bought the last season of Red vs. Blue, mostly because there were rumors, and I think Bernie even said at the time, that if it got enough support to get a physical release, and it got a physical release, so I bought the Blu-ray. I know I've picked up a couple movies like digitally on the storefronts. Bernie, the short for Wally. I got that because Sammy loves Wally. I picked up Pokemon I Choose You. Oh my god, stop moving, kid. I'm gonna have to go back in there at some point. This is so anxiety inducing, it's crazy. But yeah, Microsoft killed movies and TV, and that's what we're gonna be calling the title of the video. Next on the list, what do we got time-wise? 24. I'll just quick hit this. According to IGN, Remedy to make big changes to FEC Firebreak after seeing many players... What is it? That line. Many players come into the game and leave within the first hour. I mean, I at least completed the game first. But I dropped it yet. I mean, but that's just how I play games now. So, There's really no getting around that. But I enjoyed FBC Firebreak. I'm glad they're going to be continuing to support it. I think that's a good sign. I mean, I'm pretty sure they made their money back on this game already, with it being on both Game Pass and PlayStation Plus right off the bat. Let's see. Recently confirmed his plans for ongoing support post-launch, including 2 new jobs. Missions coming in 2025. Okay, that's cool. More updates will arrive in 2026. According to the developer, all playable content released post-launch, such as jobs, will be free to all players. Players have the option to buy cosmetics, but none of these items will affect gameplay. And it says buy cosmetics. I think there's a cosmetic pack, but unless they've changed it since I stopped playing it, the cosmetics were all like in-game currency. So that's interesting. But yeah, they also got their hands pretty full with a bunch of stuff at Remedy. So good luck. I hope the game succeeds and all your dreams and wishes come true. And then the last news story I want to bring up is actually just dropped. I think this was announced, earlier today. Splitgate servers to close August 2025, which fucking sucks. It's a month away. Developer 1047 Games is shutting down the Splitgate server soon, which will discontinue all Xbox achievements in the free-to-play multiplayer shooter. I love Splitgate. It's so much fun, and there's no way that I'm going to be able to complete this game, so I'm just going to write it off. I feel like I will probably hop in to play a couple matches, and now Sammy's waking up again. Or he's getting settled. Please be settling. This kid's so fucking mobile, it's crazy. But I love Splitgate. It's a very fun game. It's Halo meets Portal. Super fun. Unfortunately, it takes like 200 to 300 hours to complete, which is crazy. When did it launch? It's gonna shut down in it's gonna shut down in exactly a month. Splitgate launched in 2021. Oh man, it's almost been up for 4 years. I had every chance to complete this game if I really wanted to. So that's the thing with achievement hunting and trophy hunting. Like sometimes you just gotta cut your losses. The games that I want to play right now, Splitgate really isn't the top of the priority list. I'm gonna go back and play it, but yeah, it just really sucks. And I wish they would do either somehow just make it so you can play the game offline, just not co-op, but like custom games or local games. I think they really should have done that. I would have really enjoyed that. Or just make it peer-to-peer. Comes with its own issues, but whatever. Sam's curling up in a ball. I'm gonna have to go turn his fucking AC off, but the sound of it is so good for him. And his lights, like I said, his light's not working. Piece of shit. From China. So, Splitgate, I loved you so much. Does it say how many hours I put in it? I'm not logged in. Alright. I'm trying to think what else to say. Sammy waking up here and there is really kind of throwing me off. I think that's where I'll end it. I think that's where I'll end this episode because I got to get to bed. It's 11:30. I'm up way too late as it is. Thank you everyone for listening. I appreciate any and all feedback you have. If you would like, go down and subscribe or follow on Spotify or whatever server you're listening on. Let me know down in the comments what you think about Splitgate closing. And if you want, leave a question and I'll answer it next week. Hopefully it's next week. We'll see how my psyche survives the weekend and the week itself. Thanks for listening, everybody. I love you. Keep on hunting, boys and girls. Goodbye.